Hello, I'm your Kingdom Spiritual Transformational and Life Purpose Life Coach and Mentor, Latricia Booker. And I'm popping in on you to tell you that they cannot grow or move forward because they cannot grow and move forward because they will not grow. They will not grow in God. They will not be in relationship with God. Maybe for some, even on a deeper level. They will not get the proper understanding that they need so that they can grow and move forward. This is why they cannot grow or move forward. And in many cases, Kingdom people, I'm speaking to people who are stuck on you, watching you grow and move forward, and then wonder why you're moving forward, why you're growing and moving forward, and why they're not growing and moving forward. And when I say moving forward, I mean in the way of moving forward in life, elevating, progressing, moving in their purpose. In some of these cases, these people not even on that. And the reason being, again, is because they're not getting the proper understanding. Unfortunately, in some of these cases, they don't even want the proper understanding. But I'm just going to go on and just share what God gave me as to why they cannot grow or move forward. Again, particularly where it concerns you or seeing you move forward, should I say. And so I have a couple of scriptures here for this message, and the first one is Hosea 4:6. Actually, it's just one, but I'm going to read it in two different versions. Hosea 4:6 in the King James Version says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt not that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children." And the New Living Translation says, "My people are being destroyed because they don't know me. Since you priests refuse to know me, I refuse to recognize you as my priests. Since you have forgotten the laws of your God, I will forget to bless your children." And so, Kingdom people, listen. God's will and desire is that all of us know him, that we all are with him, that we all fulfill our purpose, that we are all upright before him. That is his will. That is his desire for all of us. And many a times what happens is, again, as I've already stated, people lack the determination or the will or the desire to want to get knowledge, want to get the proper understanding of God, his ways, and how he wants them to do things. And so because of this, according to this scripture, it says they will be destroyed because of it. And what happens, Kingdom people, what you're seeing, unfortunately, in many instances, is people being destroyed. And again, it's usually these people in particular that I'm speaking of, because this is who God has been speaking to me about in particular. These people, here we go, that come against you, or have come against you, that don't want to see you move forward, that don't want to see God's will be done in your life. And the reason why this is so is because they're not allowing God's will to be done in their life. And they lack the knowledge even and the understanding that doing that is actually destroying them. And then what happens, Kingdom people, they watch you elevate because you are getting the proper understanding. You are walking up right before God, doing as best as you can. And God honors that. God honors that. He recognizes that. And this is just like really so strong on my spirit, and I have to speak on it. And this is someone who God has been bringing to my attention as of recently, And someone I used to talk to, and I haven't talked to them for a couple of years. They're a little bit significantly younger than me. But, we were cool. A young lady, and I would talk to her, and oftentimes she would come to me, you know, in confidence about things that she was dealing with. And God would have me, just speak to her and share certain things with her. And I would even want to share things on a higher level with her, but God would tell me no, that she's not ready for that. And so I refrained. So I just dealt with her where she was, tried to talk her through and get her through, what she was going through. And, it had just become a thing where there were several instances where I would notice she would say certain things to me, and I could tell, because you could feel things. Energy, listen, you can't deny energy. She would do certain things or say certain things, and I could tell that she was trying to get a certain response from me. And it's like she would keep repeating what she was saying to get a certain response. And a couple of those things that had happened, I can remember one time she shared with me something that someone that she that we both know shared with her about how do you know when to prophesy to somebody or something like that. I forget, something to that effect. And she was explaining to me that the person shared that she had been fortunate enough to know somebody like that. And she went on to say whatever. So she just kind of kept hanging in there and kept repeating it. And I could tell, and the way she was looking at me, and we were on video too. And I could tell she was looking for a certain reaction. And what I eventually came to learn after so many of these experiences is that she was trying to aggravate me. She was trying to bother me, get me annoyed. Now, mind you, this is someone that I'm talking to help through her own whatever she had going on, because she would come to me. And on another occasion, she said something like, why nobody never told me such and such and such was in the Bible. Something she was telling me. And I'm like, I didn't answer. I didn't say nothing, but she kept repeating it. Because my thinking is, first of all, you got to learn things for yourself. You got to learn things on your own too. Somebody ain't nobody gonna tell you everything there is to knowing everything that's in the Bible. It's like, learn. Somebody didn't tell you, and why is it somebody else's job to tell you? I mean, it's like, okay, now what it's kind of like what you want from me. And I wasn't saying nothing when she was asking this. It was weird to me. And then on another occasion, she shared with me that this person that I mentioned before shared with her that certain things was in a certain passage of scripture, I don't remember what, that certain parts were taken out of other versions of the Bible. And she kept repeating it. And she was trying to make me feel away. But in a moment, I knew that, but it was just weird because I really didn't get it. So moving on, after so many experiences, other things transpiring, which eventually led me to just really pull back from this person, because what I learned is she was really trying to make me feel away. She was trying to make me jealous, bothered, using this person and that person. Even it was just weird, and I wasn't there for that. I had even caught this young lady looking at me. Now people look at you like, I had caught her a couple of times doing that. So like I said, with different things transpiring, eventually I said, this person had a lot of issues, and I knew that. But again, I was trying to help her work through them. But what I learned is it wasn't helping. She was too busy trying to attack me, so to speak, and come at me and bother me and make me feel away. Now, moving along, like I said, I hadn't talked to her in some time, and a good over 2 years now. And, since then, God brings her to my attention from time to time. And what I've learned is that this young lady, she calls herself trying to compete with me and outdo me and, watch me, study me, to do better than me. Just all that weird stuff. Now, and what I learned in all that, okay, this young lady is in an identity crisis. She does not know who she is. She's kind of really lost. And You know, I remember her even telling me at one point that she used to fashion her life after a television character. She told me that literally. She said that out of her mouth. So, you know, some time ago, God brought all that to my attention. You know, he brought it to my remembrance, as far as, you know, when he was showing me this competitiveness and her trying to mimic me and try to be like me, but trying to outdo me, and wanted people to see her the way, you know, I want to say the way they see me. But in some of those instances, the people that she want to see her, the people she want to see her in that way, when God was showing me this, I'm thinking, well, these people be tripping on me. They all have grouped together to trip on me. But what God have had to show me is whether they grouped up together to trip on me or not, they still know what it is with me. You know, people know that you the real deal, but they just got to talk about you to make themselves feel better, to try to, you know, bring you down and all that old crazy stuff, which is why they group together, because they are alike. Anyway, going back to the message, which all this plays into it, and like I said, it just was on my spirit so strong to just speak on it, because what this young lady, and it's just not her, but just using her as an example, you know, as I said, all the craziness, you know, towards me, and then behind that, especially now that I moved away from it, now you're wanting to, you know, fashion yourself after me. And I almost want to say not giving credit to me, but I don't care about things like that. Because what I know is those kind of things don't hold up. You don't have to necessarily give me credit. Give it to yourself. You know, now when I say give it to yourself, you know within yourself, should I say, you know, what you're doing. You know, but things like that never hold up because it's not the real you. It's not coming from a genuine place. So trying to mimic someone and present yourself as someone else, it never works. What it might get, it may seemingly work for a while, but it flops because it's not you. It's not even what you're called. It's not you. There's no way to go around that. It's just not you. It's not who you are. So it cannot hold up. The reason why we're able to be who we are and it holds up, kingdom people, is because it's who we really are. So someone trying to mimic that and imitate that is not going to hold up. What I'm getting to is this, kingdom people. What this person and others like this person doesn't understand is you have to get understanding. You have to get understanding. First of all, it says here, many of people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Now listen to this. People try to, they want to be what they see in you. But that's growth that they see in you. They want to move forward in their life the way they see you moving forward in your life. But again, that's due to you not having the proper knowledge. Of course, relationship with God, but even knowledge in that and what that is and what that entails. And so not having that understanding that that's what's needed for you to grow and move forward is actually destroying you and, you know, people like that I'm speaking of. So what am I saying, kingdom people? The reason why these people cannot grow and move forward is because they lack knowledge. They lack understanding, and they're trying to mimic what they see at the same time downplaying it. And here's the other part to that. Not understanding how God detests that. Not understanding, it goes hand in hand with lacking understanding, lacking knowledge. Not understanding, doing that very act only hinders them. And I'm just getting brains. Listen, this same person I was being made aware of. It's just not this person, but God is just having me use this person as an example right now. And maybe they're going to see this video because they're, you know, they, like I said, they watch, they stalk, they try to mimic me. And this is the only way that they can because I have no contact with them or anybody that they're in contact with. So, here's the thing, kingdom people. What should I say? what God has shown me is this person was, excuse me, I just had to move that out the way. This person was wishing, not so good things on me. They don't want to see me move forward, even in my relationship. Didn't want to see that go well. Didn't want me to even have it. These people have all these wants for you. But what God has shown me is that things started to deteriorate in their life and in their marriage. And it's due to, first of all, coming against a child of God, somebody that's minding their business, doing what God called them to do. You men, because they moved around you for a very good reason. And this person knows very good and well what they have done and what they were doing. I never said anything and addressed it. I just moved around. They were very aware of what they were doing, very aware of why I moved around. Sometimes people act like, but they didn't realize that you knew. In this case, they didn't realize that I knew what they were doing. I just, moved around because I really am past all the talking and addressing and pointing out when good and well people know what they're doing. It's just a waste of time. So anyhow, this person became upset because I moved around now. So as I said, they ganged up with people to talk about me and say whatever and act like whatever they didn't know, whatever. So anyhow, in the midst of all this, wishing ill will towards me, wishing not good things towards me. And what had started happening, they started experiencing the very things that they were wishing against me. Their relationship is in a mess. And this person is married to a decent guy. He was decent. But from what I've learned, I'm going to put it like this. See, people can think everything going so all right in their life to some extent and think they could come against you and do all this stuff against you. And you think things just going to stay all right in your life. It don't go like that. The very thing you're projecting or attempting to project on another is what you're going to experience. And so this person started having some experiences in her own relationship where this decent guy became not so decent, I'm going to say, where she's concerned. In some ways, even his not so decent could have been, I'm not going to say could have, God has given me very well what she needed, because again, not saying anything about him, because that's kind of how they work. They could be a good guy or a good person and that could turn around. That's in any situation, in any case. But here's the thing. You weren't ready for that. And not just that, going back to getting understanding. See, when you understand, you can't just be putting stuff out here thinking it's not going to come back and affect you in some kind of way, not affect your life. You end up being destroyed because of it. Hopefully not overall destroyed, but you get what I'm saying, kingdom people, according to this scripture, because my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. Get the knowledge and understanding that you need to help yourself. Leave the people alone. I want to say that are trying to help you, but when I say leave them alone, don't start coming at them and attacking them. But that's what happens, kingdom people. That's part of what we tend to experience. Watching a young lady the other day, and she was just saying how first they, you help them out, and then they want to start trying to act like they better than you, want to one up you, want to act like you ain't doing nothing. Again, lack of knowledge. I know it's more than this, but this is what I'm speaking on right now. Not understanding you moving like that will destroy you. It would destroy you. I was just telling a different young lady today, how when you put out certain things and you're doing certain things, you're going to get just what you asking for. You're going to get just what you putting out. And when you do, it's the consequence of your own actions and behavior. And you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. But unfortunately, some of these people don't want to be accountable. They don't want to take accountability for their own lives. And kingdom people, that is another reason why they cannot grow and move forward, because they won't own any of their inappropriate actions, behaviors. If you don't own and acknowledge, you can't do nothing about it. Isn't that one of the steps in AA? And the only reason why I know, because I was in OA. And this was years ago. And OA is Overeaters Anonymous. And they use the same book or the same, those principles of AA. You have to acknowledge the problem first before you can do anything about it. I'm just hearing, and all thy getting, get understanding. Not studying someone to try to see how they move, see how they do things, and then go mimic them. Maybe you want to find out what they know and how they able to do that, and not try to find out to come against them to see how you can use it against them or to try. You see what I'm saying? And again, that can destroy you and keep you from growing and moving forward. These people, these ones in particular, want to give the appearance of growing and moving forward in life, elevating is what I'm saying, but they're not doing the proper things to get that actual result. In fact, they're doing the complete opposite. Kingdom people, they cannot grow and move forward. And they cannot grow and move forward because they're not getting the proper understanding. They're not getting the proper knowledge. They're not, acknowledging even that sometimes the knowledge be right in front of them, but they don't want to take it and eat it because they want the easy way out. And ain't no easy way out. Knowledge and understanding will let you know that. In fact, experience is teaching them that. It's no easy way out. That don't mean that God can't favor you. He can't work things out and open doors for you and make it work for you. Absolutely. When you walking up right before him, when you trying to do things the proper way. And I don't know, kingdom people, what to say. Because it's kind of almost like beating the dead horse a little bit. But my point is to say they can't grow and move forward because they lack knowledge, understanding, and they don't want the proper knowledge and understanding. They may have even heard the proper knowledge and understanding to some extent, but they don't want no more because they don't want to do it that way. And that's why they not only kind of destroying themselves, especially if they don't stop, but kingdom people, that's why they can't grow and move forward like you doing. But you tried to tell them, some of them. Anyway, kingdom people, that is all I have to say about that. So if you like this video and or if it resonates with you, please just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Then make sure you click on that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Thank you. Kingdom people, some of you all have been watching the videos and you have not been liking. I would really appreciate it if you just click that like button so that you can move the messages out into the algorithm. Kingdom people, someone liked it for you to see the videos. So like it for somebody else so they can see the videos and the messages, especially if they're resonating with you and you feel that they can be helpful for others as well. Thank you. Make sure you click on that bell next to that subscribe button so that you can receive all the notifications that when I upload a new video. I think I said click that subscribe button. If I didn't, click that subscribe button, kingdom people. Thank you. Anyhow, if there's any information you need to know about me, you can find all that right down below in the description box. Also, well, not also, thank you. Also, thank you. I'm tripping, kingdom people. Also, thank you for being here. Thank you for all your likes, your comments, and your subscribes, all your feedback, all your financial contributions to my channel, for all the seeds that you sow into me and my ministry. Thank you so much for all your bookings, for your purchases. Thank you for everything you do here, kingdom people. Thank you. Kingdom people. Listen, I love you all so very much. I'm sorry, I just had to read that up there. I'm kind of distracted. I love you all so very much. I really don't want to leave, but I do have to go right now. But I will be back to hold my kingdom people down. Now, kingdom people, above all else, let the Holy Spirit lead you in all things at all times. Kingdom people, we are unstoppable, we are unmovable, we are untouchable, and we are unbreakable. Kingdom people, go and be great. That is our time. This Jesus girl is out. Peace.